Hey guys, thank you so much for joining my channel. My name is Ciara LaShawn. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. Here on my channel, I talk about my experience in an MLM, imacademy. I also talk about motherhood and breastfeeding and Jesus occasionally, but definitely on this whole MLM series and specifically talking about my time in imacademy. If you haven't watched, I actually have a playlist on my channel that I want to encourage you to go watch, and make sure that you also subscribe to my channel. But watch this playlist so that you can see all of my content on MLMs if this is something that interests you. Today I'm going to be reacting to some videos of me. Embarrassingly enough, I have content for probably years. Embarrassingly, I have a lot of content from my time in IM that I don't even need to make fun of anyone who's currently in the company. I don't need to make fun of anyone who was previously in the company. I have enough content on myself with myself looking like a goofball. So I'm going to really just debunk some of the lies, some of the deception that I was portraying, because I'm doing what my leaders taught me, and you'll see as you watch my video, I have a post where it's like a screenshot from something my leaders posted on her page that I ended up posting on my page, but it talks about following the blueprint. So you follow this blueprint and you end up just not duplicating success, but duplicating harm. So let's get into some of my super crazy moments in IM and the crazy stuff, the crazy videos that I used to share. Hey, happy Thursday. I really hope that you're getting to the bag today. Today has been a very profitable day for me. I've been just really successful knocking out my goals, meeting deadlines, meeting the things that I wanted to do. Hold on. Meeting deadlines. I'm just kind of confused on, like, is this a job? Every time we shared this opportunity with other people, we would always say that this is something that you can do part-time, or not even part-time, it's just a side hustle, right? It's something you can do on the side. You can keep your full-time job. Super easy. We used to say copy, paste, profit. That's what my leader used to say. So if you don't know, imacademy is a trading MLM. They also have other features, but when I was in it, it was mostly for Forex, people who wanted to get into the Forex trading atmosphere. And we also had e-commerce. As far as trading goes, you've heard of the Forex trader MLM. It was an era, okay? It was an era. I saw somebody had posted on this YouTube video, they had put in the comments, they were like, imacademy was the lie of my childhood. And it's so true. Like, that was the lie of my young adulthood. But it was an era of everybody learning how to trade Forex and promoting Forex to their family and friends, posting about it all the time. It just was all around scammy. But I was one of those people, crazy enough, and I joined during COVID. If you don't know my story, I have a video on that as well on my channel. But what I said right here caused me to pause it, because I said meeting deadlines as if this was a job. It's so crazy to me, because I have a job now, right? I'm a marketing manager. I work from home. So I'm a stay-at-home mom, plus I work from home. And even at my current job, I don't have like hard deadlines, but in the MLM, I had hard deadlines that I had to meet, because I had leaders who I had to meet with every day. We had meetings constantly with other leaders or people who were above me. It's just crazy to me that I'm like, I have these deadlines. Like, it's a business for real. Even though we were taught that this was something that you could do in your spare time, this is me admitting to my audience, not even knowing, because I was so brainwashed. I didn't even know that I was admitting to them that this actually is like full-time. Not only is this full-time, but it's like a illegal full-time job. It's one of those jobs where you don't even get to eat sometimes. I mean, you're constantly on your phone, on your computer, on calls all day. You're constantly working. We say financial freedom, time freedom. There's no such thing as a time freedom in an MLM. You are all in. It is very consuming. It's just interesting to me, because I'm like, I'm literally admitting how much work this is. Hey, happy Thursday. I really hope that you're getting to the bag today. Today has been a very profitable day for me. I've been just really successful knocking out my goals, meeting deadlines, meeting the things that I wanted to do, doing the things I want to do. But listen, we have a call tonight where we're talking about this foreign exchange market, a market that I've been able to withdraw thousands of dollars from. Yes, I said thousands of dollars from. And so, and not me saying a market I've withdrawn thousands of dollars from. So I was successful for some point in IM, but let me actually explain this so that it is clear. Here's the deal. I have a video on my channel about my story and how I got started trading Forex and got started trading in IM. The quick version that I'm going to share with you, because I'm not going to get into all that, is that I was trading in the stock market, made money in the stock market, heard about the foreign exchange market from a friend, and I'm like, okay, well, I already know how to trade the stock market. I had some gains. This is during COVID. I didn't have a job anymore. I was a gymnastics coach, but the gym was closed because of COVID, so I wasn't able to teach gymnastics. I was trading in the stock market. I was fairly successful. So I'm like, okay, I'm successful in the stock market. Let me learn Forex. I don't see the harm in it. I didn't know what an MLM was. I really didn't know I was joining an MLM. I didn't understand that part. I just knew that I was going to learn another skill set, or I thought I was going to learn another skill set. To debunk what I've said in this short clip, I have to keep it 100 with you guys. I was successful in the stock market, so I had a lot of money to put into my Forex trades, so that when I lost money, I lost a lot of money. So I'm not gonna say that I was lying, that I didn't have any $1,000 trades. I very well may have. I can't remember. This was a few years ago, so I probably did make thousands. But here's the gag. I remember losing a lot more. Like, I know I lost everything because, I mean, I have nothing to show for it. I have nothing to show for my time in IM. I have nothing to show for the money that I made in the stock market even. So everything that I had made from the stock market, that was capital that I put into Forex. Yes, I may have had these gains of 1,000, but what I'm trying to say is, like, I had the capital to make 1,000. It's not like I was putting in $100 and made 1,000 off of 100. You know what I mean? Because that's what we would tell people. We would literally tell people, you could start your account with 50 bucks and it'll grow. We would tell stories of people who started their account with $50. We would tell stories of people who had like 18 bucks in their account and grew it to like 30,000. We would actually tell these stories. That's what my leaders would tell these stories to us. And we would repeat those stories, not even knowing where those stories came from. I don't even know if my leaders knew where those stories came from. They probably learned that from their leaders. I don't know. But we would repeat these stories, making it seem like you could start with 50 bucks, you can start with 100 bucks, 200 bucks, and you can multiply it and make thousands and thousands. And that really wasn't the case. You get me? I actually had capital. I had $1,000 to put in when I lost another. Like, if I lose 1,000 on a trade, okay, I'm gonna put in another 1,000, and then I might actually have a profit of 1,000. But that doesn't mean that I'm not counting the money that I was losing. I had capital to lose money until I didn't have capital anymore. That's why I'm not in the MLM, because I realized I'm really not making any money. I threw my money down the toilet like a crazy girl. I take responsibility. I don't want people to watch my videos and think that I'm trying to put everything on my leaders or try to put everything on IM. What I'm putting on IM is that there is this mentality and this mindset that is portrayed from the very top that is given to the leaders, and then the leaders duplicate that and duplicate that. I will say, in my opinion, it's a cult. You have these leaders who portray this idea that this is how we're gonna make money, where like they really believe it, whether they are making money or not. And their leaders are really believing this is an opportunity that's gonna make money. And then they tell you, you're really gonna make money. It doesn't matter what like they're not looking, I know I wasn't, we're not looking at what we're losing. We're so delusional that we're not even looking at the fact that we have had mostly losses. We're just like, this is an opportunity I believe in. And that's really where the messiness comes, and why people are like, this is a scam, because it's not working, because people actually open their eyes. But it's like this it's really culty, because it's this idea that in these behaviors that you're duplicating because you think that that's going to get you to that million, and it really doesn't. So let's continue watching. With all I do is work from my phone, y'all. All I do is work from my phone. That really doesn't sound like a lot of fun, Ciara. All I do is work from my phone. I'm fun. It's kind of crazy, like, looking back, right? Hindsight is always 20/20, and you're like, why was I so excited to say that? Like, why is that a flex? all I do is work from my phone. Right now, as a marketing manager, I dread doing stuff from my phone. It's too much. Like, it's not even a good interface. No, don't you ever want to just log out? When I log out of work, I log out of work. When I'm done with work, I'm done. I can X out of the browser, close the laptop, I'm done. On my phone, that means your phone's constantly going off even after hours. I get into trades. There are trades that are sent by millionaires. I mean, literally, I have mentors that are millionaires and they tell me what they're trading. I get into the trades and I make money. Okay, how do we know that these people are millionaires? First of all, that's what I would ask old Ciara. How did you know that they were millionaires? Like I said, you're repeating what your leaders tell you. Yes, we're watching a video of me, but this was duplicated by everybody in the business that I was in. Everybody was duplicating what our leaders told them. So our leaders would say, millionaire mentors, this is my millionaire mentor, this is my millionaire mentor. So we believed it. We believed it. Or maybe we had our doubts, but we were like cognitive dissonance. It's like you're wondering, you're like, I'm just gonna ignore that doesn't make sense. Or I'm just gonna ignore that wasn't verified. Because I'm really wondering, how do we know that these people are millionaires? And why did I assume these people are millionaires? And not only did I assume, but I also repeated it. So now I'm telling other people something that I haven't even verified. And I'm using it to get them interested in the business. It's really crappy, but there are so many people who are still doing this. I don't want to talk about other people. I don't want to post about other people because I'm not about exposing other people. That's not really my goal, at least not right now. I don't have any type of desire to expose anybody, but what I want is for the people who are in the company to see themselves in my experience and know that like what you went through, you're not the only person who went through it, because I know I'm not the only person who went through it, and I want you to know that you're not as well. And then I also want people who may not be in the business to know these tactics and the things that we say and the lies that we say. There's no proof. If you hear someone in an MLM say my millionaire mentor, they don't even know. Like, that's not verified if that person is a millionaire. Like, how would they know besides the person just telling them I'm a millionaire mentor? And that's literally what I was repeating, what my leaders would tell me. You have millionaire mentors. And I'm like, I have millionaire mentors. And they're not even your mentors. So in this clip, I'm actually talking about educators who are on the IM platform. They call themselves educators. They're supposed to teach you how to trade, but really they teach you how to use the products that IM gives, which are, guess what? Let me tell y'all the funny part. And this is why people think that IM is a scam. The products are actually TradingView, and TradingView is free. I'm calling these people my mentors, but I'm not actually talking to them on a daily basis. So how are these my millionaire mentors? These are educators who I don't have really any connection with. But it's all like, you want to create this in-crowd appeal for people to make people think like, oh, I'm gonna have millionaire friends if I join this company. Not only that, but yeah, you know, they tell me what they're trading, but they also teach me. So they answer my questions and I get to be taught by people who have been dominating the market for years, all right? Dominating the market, that's a stretch. So when I say that I'm able to chat with them, there was a feature in the IM platform to where while they're teaching or while they're trading or while they're sending out signals, you could ask in the chat, like just like you would do in a YouTube video. If someone put in the chat a question, a YouTube live, you know, if someone put in the chat a question on YouTube live, that YouTuber could answer. And that's the same thing that you would have during IM Academy's live. They would be live and then someone would just ask a question and then they would answer live. It wasn't like a one-on-one or individual help. I just want to make that clear. It was more so just like on a YouTube live, if you were to ask a question and the creator answered you. It's not that groundbreaking. Not only that, but yeah, you know, they tell me what they're trading, but they also teach me. So they answer my questions and I get to be taught by people who have been dominating the market for years, all right? And so if you want access to thousands of dollars and $1 trillion, really, because trillions of dollars are flowing through the market, you cannot say that someone's gonna have access to $1,000 or $1 trillion. That's an income claim. For $1 trillion opportunity. That is an income claim, but that's what we were told to say, that this is a $1 trillion opportunity. This isn't a $1 million opportunity. This is a $1 trillion opportunity. The Forex market has trillions of dollars in it. That's what we were taught to say. Something that will change your life now, but also change your life in the future. Okay, Forex has a very low percentage rate on success. As a matter of fact, let's look that up. Forex success rate. 10%, only 10% of traders make money consistently. That's based on broker statistics, okay? So based on significant broker statistics, 80% of traders lose. 80% lose. 80% of traders who trade Forex lose. This company knows that, but they're telling people that they can become millionaires. Forex itself, 80% of traders lose, 10% of traders break even, and 10% make money consistently. So out of 100%, this company is taking thousands of dollars per customer per year. We'll just say $200, give or take, a month, knowing only 10% of their customers can make money consistently. This is not something that's going to change your life in a good way. Quote me, my last thing where I said that it's going to change your life. It's not a good thing. This is not a good thing. If only 10% of people are actually successful, and statistically only 10% of people are successful, this is not changing anyone's life. You know that less than 10% or 10% of your company is going to make money consistently. But how can I sit and say that this is gonna change your life and say it with such confidence when this is something that 80% of people fail at? It's not one of those things that has a good high percentage rate of return. You'd probably be better off going to the casino. You have a 10% chance of actually making some money. That's crazy. Let's move on. Hit me up because I can get you plugged in. This is too good for me to do alone, right? And that's why I mentor so many people, because it's too good for me to do alone. Too good. I can't imagine not knowing that this exists. Like, I remember when I did. This is too good to do alone. No, Ciara, you should have kept it to yourself. It was only too good to do alone because if I had more people, I made more money. That was the goal. It wasn't about trading in the market. The reason why I'm talking, oh, I have a team, I mentor people. Yeah, of course you do, because that's how you get paid. If you were really making money in the market, why would you even take the time to try to get or convince other people that this is something that they need to do and tell them, get on this call, I'm gonna mentor you, I'm gonna mentor you. Me, like I said, I make money in the market. Now I made money in the market even back then. I never had a desire to teach people or mentor people how to trade in the stock market. If people ask me, I'll help them, but it wasn't like, oh, I have to make a gig out of this, because I was actually making money in the market. It doesn't matter. I'm like right now making money in the market. I don't have to create this whole gig. Now, I will say there was one time I did do a stock market webinar, but that was because drained me of finances. And so Dante and I, my fiance, we created a trading webinar for stock trading to teach people because we just needed to pay rent. I think it was a good webinar, but we haven't done anything like that since. It's crazy. So that's why we did that. But we were still in IM at the time. Still in IM, still spreading lies and craziness. It's crazy. Not know that this existed, but guess what I was doing? I was driving Uber Eats, or before that, I was working at a job at a law firm where I was so unhappy and not even replaceable, but sob story. Everybody has a sob story. I was doing Uber Eats. There's nothing wrong with Uber Eats. As a matter of fact, people who were doing Uber Eats probably making more money than I was. Like, I would say you probably were making way more money than I was, and you probably had more time freedom. And that's the ironic, crazy part. When I was doing Uber Eats, I felt like my whole day would go. I mean, but at least I had money, but like my day would go away so fast because I just spent it on the road all day, driving back and forth. But at the end of the day, when I'm done, I'm done. You know, when I go home, I'm done and I'm paid. And you have to work from morning to sundown, all night, even after sundown, right? Even in the midnight hours, we had trainings. I have a video on that on my channel. It's about the culture in IM, and I talk about that. We were doing stuff in the midnight hours. There was literally no time. So I can't talk crap about any other job. Again, that's what they teach us, talk crap about other jobs, because you want to have a sob story. So you want to make it seem like this is the solution when it was really a problem. There was no respect over who I was. But now I'm able to create my time, to create my schedule. No, you're not. You can't create your schedule because you're ridiculed if you aren't on their schedule. And that is the gag. Like, that is so crazy that you really believe that. But like, I promise you believe that you have time freedom when you're in a group like this. You really believe it, but really you don't. Watch my culture video if you haven't. I have 2 videos on the culture, and I think it's in maybe the first video, hustle culture. I might talk about all the hours that we were on trainings. I mean, you don't create your own schedule. There was no, there was no respect over who I was. But now I'm able to create my time, to create my schedule. And you can too. So DM me so that you can have more, so you can have access to the webinar tonight, where we're gonna show you and tell you exactly how we did what we did, okay? Love y'all. All that to invite somebody to a webinar. I used to do the most, but our leaders also would tell us, show your face, show your face. And that's also why I have so much content where I can make fun of myself, because I showed my face so much on social media, because I was duplicating. I was probably the person, like the most coachable person in the business. I would do everything my leader told me to do. So I was filming videos on my Instagram every single day, multiple times a day, trying to give some sort of substance. So I did all that just to invite people to an opportunity called a webinar, where we weren't telling people how to trade. We weren't telling people how to make a lot of money. We were telling people to join our pyramid scheme, which, oh, I wish I had a copy of that one. I actually did a webinar. I have to see if I have video of myself doing one, because I really want to even just debunk that. So I mentioned this post that my leader had posted that I ended up reposting like a crazy girl. Stop reminder: before deciding to trade, please understand I think I added the before deciding to trade, please understand. I think hers, it didn't have anything to do with trading. I don't remember. I think I added that though. She said, you have to show up for your success. No one is going to show up for you. Nothing in life is easy come, easy go. Not interested in easy, but I love simple. She used to say that all the time. It's not hard, it's not easy, it's simple. Take from that what you will. There is no shortcut to success. Follow the blueprint. It works. Blueprint works, but she's not in business anymore either. So apparently it didn't work. And do the work. A lot of that hustle culture, you see that again. You are about to enter an opportunity where you literally have 6 figures at your fingertips. I didn't touch it, y'all. It was at my fingertips. Somehow I missed it. With no experience necessary. Did I just read to y'all the trade statistics with no experience? You would think that it would require some experience if you're going to be trading, because if only 10% are successful, I think you do need some experience to touch 6 figures. I don't need to dress it up for you. That's beautiful enough. Most people don't have a results problem. They just don't stick around long enough to reap the benefits of the work they did put in. Stick around and it gets really good. This is probably a tactic that she was using to, if somebody left her business, probably to keep people there. I saw it. I was inspired by it. I reposted it. I stuck around. I didn't stick around. I've heard some stories of people staying in MLMs for like 5 years. Didn't stick around that long, but I stuck around. I hit a high enough rank in a very short time. And it really just got harder. It didn't get easier. It didn't get better. It got harder. And I think that if she was to, I can't speak for her and I wouldn't want to speak for her. And I really like her, so I'm not making any digs at her at all. And I think that she was also delusional too, because of what she was exposed to and the leader that she had. It didn't get really good. As a matter of fact, it got hard for everybody. I was actually on Instagram the other day, and you know how like sometimes you just be nosy, and I was nosy. I'm not gonna lie, I was nosy. So I went to this girl who used to be a chairwoman, and that's like a 6-figure earner, 6-figure and up earner in the company. And I went to her page to see like, what is she doing now? Do that one day, like really check and see what are the old chairmen doing, chairwoman. Went to her page. Y'all, this girl is a bottle girl at a restaurant or a lounge. I'm not shaming her job at all. I'm saying not this girl, like my leader, she wasn't a bottle girl. I'm talking about a completely different person who was a chairwoman. She is now like a bottle girl at a lounge, which is cool. No shade to that, but it's just like she's not doing this anymore. And it's like, you've reached the top of the company and now you're a bottle girl. You realize that this doesn't work, because if it was so good, she would have stayed in the company. Same thing with me. I would have stayed in the company. I posted this saying, oh, stick around, it gets really good. I could have stayed in the company, and I didn't. There were people who were top leaders in the business who are now real estate agents. A lot of people just turned into real entrepreneurs. Like, they got a real business and they're really grinding on their business, and I love that for them. You know, I left the business and now I'm a marketing manager. Went back and got a regular job, even though I used to talk so bad about them. It doesn't work. It doesn't get really good. Don't stick around. Get out, run, because it's not gonna get any better. It's not. So as y'all can see, I was really crazy. I was sipping the Kool-Aid. I was really convinced though that these people were millionaires, that I was a thousandaire. But y'all, I'm trying to tell you, because if you are approached by a company that is similar to this, what they're saying, like, really ask them like for the evidence, ask them for the details. I guess that's like my biggest thing that I want you to take away from this video, is that if you're approached and you may be considering, I obviously would tell you run. But if you're not convinced to run, ask them questions like, how do you know that so-and-so is a millionaire? How is so-and-so successful? And don't let them like shrug it off. Really pry for those answers, because one, it'll help them to actually think, and they might actually realize, oh snap, I don't know that. And maybe it'll help you. But the idea is for you to ask those questions, to know, like, this is a whole ball of crap, y'all. This is a whole ball of crap. These people are lying to me. There's just so much deception in these companies. And so I really hope that this video helps you to see the truth. Make sure you check out my anti-MLM playlist, because I think that if this is something that you're interested in, you'll hear a lot of my story, but you'll also, if you experience an MLM, you'll hopefully benefit from some healing from having that affirmation, to know that, hey, I'm not crazy, because they'll gaslight you. You're not crazy. They were crazy. And we were really in a scam and a pyramid scheme, and it's okay to feel like this isn't right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Like this video, so that it just really helps on the algorithm. Be honest, it's helping other people see this content. So when you like it, when you comment, that really helps out a lot, because more people are going to be exposed to these lies and these shady business practices and shady people who are going on Instagram stories like myself back in the day. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.